3, 2, 1.
All right. What up, people? What's poppin'? What's good? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, Miles Cunningham in the building.
Yo, what up?
Poppin'. So I'm gonna try not to be in here too long, but I ran across this video and I was like, yo, are you serious? I was like, I gotta go in on this shit. You feel me? But Miles, what's going on with you, man?
I was just chilling, man. I was editing some photos and then I saw the reminder come up for the show. And I was like, because I was gonna do a show later, but I was like, since you're already doing the show, I'm like, shit, let me hop on. You feel me?
Right. That's what's up. So shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to Jared Iceberg S. Shout out to Certified Tyrant in the building. Nevin, James Oakley, Joe Blast is in the building. Unique 79 is in the building. True Savage is in the building. What's going on?
Yo, Unique, man, get back at me, man. The joint ain't go through, man. You got to get back at me. You know what I'm saying?
And before we get into all the good stuff, man.
Yes.
Before we get into all that, let's do this real quick.
Everybody has game. The thing is, though, is your game weak or is your game strong? See, that's the difference. See, having weak game is synonymous with having no game. But you have game, you have a strategy to get what you want, but your strategy might be weak.
I always tell these guys, snap your fingers. And I tell them, snap your fingers. Like, you hear that sound? I'm like, what is that sound? Bitch, that's a 17-year-old that just turned 18. That's a 19-year-old that just turned 21. They are just they're everywhere.
Hi, how you doing? You think I give a fuck about how you doing, bitch? All I want you to motherfucking do is open your mouth and say something so I can hear how your voice sounds so it can tell me how the fuck to get at you.
Your feelings are not facts. Because you feel like whatever you feel like, you can't get me to believe that there's more than two genders. You understand what I'm saying? And truthfully, I'm not sorry because I can't really make facts out of your fucking feelings. Matter of fact, fuck your feelings. There's only two genders. Only two genders. You trying to tell me that genders are neutral and niggas is trying to come up with 92 fucking genders, bro.
There's this narrative now that it's okay for a man to cry, and it's really pushing this sensitivity, express yourself, express your feelings. One thing I've always respected about my father growing up, I never seen my dad cry. Me and him would get into arguments, we would go at it, we would fight. I would say the harshest things to him I could to hurt his feelings, but I never broke him.
Shoot, just the right pair of shoes get your dick sucked. Just the right pair of shoes. Women don't, seriously, you could look like Boris Cujo, you'd be 6'8", have a print down to your knee. They look at those shoes, they bust, they just like, oh no, not him. Nah, boo-boo.
The bitches shine because of the nigga. Period. Like, and when it's functioning correctly, that's the way it is. So, on that note, dick is a gift. It's a gift. It's a gift.
You got to play your way from start to the end. That's having game. Because if you do that, what you expect is what's going to happen. See, don't no accidents happen with motherfuckers that got game.
All right, we back. What up? What's poppin'? So, so I ran across this video, and shout out to everybody in the chat. I ran across this video titled Jordan Peterson, and it says, my advice for very attractive men.
Oh my God.
Very attractive men. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play this. It's only like 4 or 5 minutes, so it's a real quick video, but there's a lot that's said in there that we could talk about, and which I find interesting. You know what's interesting before I even say this? Because there's certain times I watch Jordan Peterson, I like some of the stuff that he says, but when it comes to relationships, I'm like, nah, bro. Nah. Because see, what happens is that sometimes when a person is, considered like an intellectual or something like that, you think that because they're smart, that they're smart in all areas or they're knowledgeable in all areas.
Right.
But in this area, I'm gonna have to say no. I'm gonna have to say no, bro. You understand? And it's not necessarily what he's saying is wrong, but it's sort of like misplaced in what he's trying to get at and all this other stuff. Because it's just he has the wrong idea about it, or he's sort of putting like his own specific moral judgment on certain things. You feel what I'm saying? But let's bring up this video. Hold on. All right, so I'm gonna play it, and then I'm gonna stop in between, and then we're gonna talk about what he's talking about in here. All right, so let's go.
People were complaining about Tiger Woods and his affairs, and also about Arnold Schwarzenegger and his affairs, and one of the things that Louis C.K. pointed out, quite in a very comical manner, was that, well, many men aren't having the affairs of Tiger Woods. But that's not because they're good men. It's because they don't have, I think he said, a busload of Swedish bikini models waiting for them at the final hole.
When are we ever going to catch a break?
So the idea would be that you should conduct yourself so that you are attractive to many women, maybe that you have your pick of them, but then you should pick one. And that's a sacrifice. Obviously, that's a sacrifice of a sort. It's
Let me stop it right there for a second. Why do you have to sacrifice and pick one? You understand what I'm saying? Like, why? Sacrifice for who? For what? Right? But what I also want to point out is when he talks about attractive men, because I was looking at the comments on this video, and people always get attractive mixed with just good looking. You understand? Just like physically attractive. And like, I think I have my chart here where I talk about the 5 types of attraction: physical attraction, sexual attraction, behavioral attraction, resource attraction, and friendship attraction. So attractive, what he's talking about in a sense is not just looks, but just overall, there's different facets of attraction that will make a woman be attracted to you. You understand what I'm saying? And he's going to talk about that a little bit more is when he uses one of the examples. So let's continue.
It's a strange sacrifice because, I talked to someone, a comedian recently, who told me of one of his experiences in Las Vegas. So he went to Las Vegas with a sports superstar, and they went to a party, and what literally happened at the party was one woman brought forward a small group of other women, all very attractive, and basically told the sports legend that he could just pick one of them and she would go home with him, right? And so that had all been arranged beforehand, and he said that he's been in many situations where something like that has happened. And I thought, well, that sort of is appealing to the Hugh Hefner Playboy 14-year-old fantasy that sort of gripped our culture from the 1960s onward. But imagine that you sleep casually with 100 women in a 6-month period, or a 3-month period for that matter, or a 3-week period. I don't care. Pick your time frame. And you say, well, what? And you're ecstatic with yourself because you've been validated by this opportunity. And I'm not making light of that. It's not nothing to be attractive to women like that. It's really something to be attractive to women like that. But it isn't.
Now, when he was talking about the sports guy who had the pick of the girls, right? Mm-hmm. That right there is resource attraction. Okay, that's status, that's money, that's all that other stuff. You see what I'm saying? So he didn't say, man, this sports guy was super good looking. No, it was just because he was a famous sports guy, and that's why the chicks wanted to fuck with him. You understand what I'm saying? But he's also saying here, he's saying that, it's weird because he's saying it's something to be attractive to women, right? What to me it sounds like is that, and this is what a lot of guys do when they're not attractive to women. They make it a big deal to be attractive to women. Because he's like, oh, being attracted to a woman is something. That's amazing. Like, it's really not that. It's not a big deal. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's something that's supposed to happen. You see, as a guy who's an attractive guy, that's supposed to happen. You're going to attract women because you're a guy who's attractive.
Exactly.
So it's not anything special. It's not anything like, you know, it's supposed to be a natural thing. But for guys who don't really get it like that, it's going to seem amazing.
It's a thing.
Right. It's like, it's a thing. And the thing with Jordan Peterson is that Jordan Peterson seems like the type of guy that is definitely on the other side of the street of the type of guy that didn't have his pick of the type of women he wanted, or a lot of women he wanted. You understand what I'm saying? So he, to him, yeah, it seems amazing. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the crazy part. Let's continue.
Obvious to me that your choice to conduct yourself in that manner enriches your life and the life of other people more in any way than picking one person and actually having a relationship with them. It's only true that that promiscuous pathway, let's say, is better if you can actually divorce sexuality from all the other elements of life. You say, well, it's about variety and it's about impulsive pleasure. Or maybe it could be even slightly deeper than merely impulsive pleasure. It could be shared impulsive pleasure. But I don't think you can do that, because sexuality isn't divorceable from family and from morality and from all the other elements of your life. And if you're mature, you know that.
Hold on, I got to hit the button. I had to hit the button on that bullshit. See, what's ironic about what he's saying, because he's saying, well, if you're going to be promiscuous, you have to sort of divorce sex from all of the aspects of life. So he's sort of saying, like, you have to be able to, I guess, compartmentalize it. Like, oh, well, I'm just having sex, and it's not a big deal. And then he's saying that on the flip side, it's not divorced from all these other aspects of life because it's like together with everything else, right? But the ironic part about what he's saying is that if everything is everything, meaning that it's all a part of the same life of every other situation, then why is it that people make sex such a big deal? Why do people put sex on a pedestal? Because if it's a part of everything else, then what's the big deal? You see what I'm saying? So if you're out there hooking up or having sex, what's the big deal about that if it's a part of everything else, right? So it's almost like he's trying to say, you can't just treat sex like sex because sex is connected to everything else. But if it's connected to everything else, then it shouldn't be a big deal if I'm having sex. Like, you can't have it both ways. It's either, it's a part of everything else, or it's not, and it's this big thing, and it's this huge thing that you have to have or put on a pedestal or whatever it is. And what's funny is this, like if, let's say, for example, I go to a party and I meet random people and I have random conversations with these people, right? What I'm having is casual conversations with strangers, right? So most people will be like, oh, that's fun. That's cool. Like, that's a good time. You going out, meeting people, having conversations with strangers. So why is it that I can have a casual conversation with a stranger, but I can't have casual sex with a stranger? If everything is the same thing, it's all connected, right? It's all a part of the whole thing. So why are we putting sex on this pedestal like it's more important than everything else? Right? But if it's not more important than everything else because it's part of the same thing, then what difference does it make if I'm having casual sex or not? You see what I'm saying? But it's like, I don't know. What's your thoughts on this shit, Miles?
Well, the part that pissed me off, or kind of not pissed me off, but the part that I disagree with was where he said sex is not divorceable from family.
Right.
I mean, I understand what he's saying on a natural level, because I like to deal with what's natural, and I get that, but man, we got condoms now, bruh.
Right, exactly.
I can't, you know what I'm saying? I can't really agree with that. What do you mean it's not divorceable from family?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, consensual pleasure is huge.
Right.
Like, that's basically why I date. Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
Not just sex, neither. Like, consensual pleasure in time spent with people that I really get along with, in addition to sex.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And I mean, if you want to call it family, that maybe he means to say that the person that you're having sex with kind of becomes your family, I guess.
Maybe.
But I mean, it don't. The commitment of the sex itself only goes as far as I say it goes.
Right.
You know, like it's hard for me to listen to people like this who are so smart, and they say things that kind of like show how powerful they seem, or how powerful they feel that they are.
Right.
And then you're looking at them like, damn, why do you hate yourself so much? Like, why do you believe that you're that powerless in the face of life's decisions? You know, it just seems weird because I mean, I thought you were smarter than that. I thought you had autonomy. I thought you understood personal responsibility and understanding that sex only goes as far as you want it to go.
Right.
If you got game and if you know what the hell you want out of life. Like a lot of these guys, they get on these platforms and they talk because and it's like they're just afraid of women.
Right.
You know, so they're looking at sex like, oh well, it's like that saying, oh well, women are not gonna go for that. And I'm like, maybe I'm crazy, but a woman is gonna go for what the fuck I tell her to go for.
Exactly, facts.
And then, with that being said, it all goes back to a lot of these guys don't know what it means for a woman to really be like interested in them like that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They never experienced a woman actually like going for what you tell them to go for. Following your instructions and believing in you and listening to you, and you saying, well, look, I want to have sex, I want to have fun with you, and this is exactly how far it's gonna go. And then the woman agrees to that, and then y'all have sex and it's all right.
Right.
All of these niggas, as soon as they have sex with a chick and the woman says, well, so that must mean we go together now. And then the guy's like, okay, whatever you say, dear. And I'm like, I'm not that guy.
Right.
It's actually whatever I say. I could be fucking you more than that.
Right.
It's going past what I say it goes to. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It's different type of men out here.
And it's Paralysis something in the chat that I think he's saying you can't have sex without an emotional connection being created, which is not true. That's not true. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, see, when you're on a different, like, I guess you could say, and you're in different situations, when you're in situations where you're getting sex from women because they want to have sex with you and you want to have sex with them, right? You're able to enjoy sex for what it is.
Right.
Because what he's essentially saying also probably is that he's saying, well, you can't separate, like sex has to happen, right? In the context of everything else. I think that's maybe what he's saying. But my question would be why? You understand what I'm saying? Because it's like saying, well, if I fucking, eat a sandwich, do I have to eat a sandwich in the context of being with a family? Do I need to eat a sandwich in the context of, you know what I'm saying? Like being with someone I'm close to? Why? You understand what I'm saying? Or if I'm having a conversation with someone about a topic of whatever, can I only have this conversation in the context of with someone I'm close to or I'm in a long-term relationship with?
Right.
Why is it I can have a casual conversation with a stranger, but casual sex with a stranger is a totally different thing? You understand? It's a totally fucking different situation, which is ridiculous. But see, that goes to show that the sex is being put on a pedestal when it comes to this type of situation. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue.
So you make a decision. You make a decision not to capitalize on your opportunity, not to misuse your opportunities. And, a huge part of the Metoo phenomena, a huge part of this battle that's being played out in our culture is a consequence of the failure of men to recognize that. Now, it's not only the failure of men. Let me be absolutely clear about that. Because, for example, with the example of the sports superstar, the women who are lining up in front of him, parading themselves and offering themselves, are deeply complicit in this pathological game.
Hold on. He said that the Me Too movement was the failure of men not recognizing or failing to. He's basically saying that the Me Too movement happened because these guys are capitalizing off their ability to get women because they're attractive. And I'm like, no, bruh, that was not even what the Me Too was about. Dudes in corporate settings that were in power positions who used their power positions to get women because those women didn't find them attractive.
Right. What the?
So that's what I'm saying. Like, how is he connecting the Me Too shit to a guy who's attractive that can get pussy? And then he's saying, oh, the women are also complicit in it because the women wanted to give those the sports guy the sex and all that other stuff, right? Now, half of that could be true in the sense of, let's say you might get a girl who uses that opportunity to fuck with a dude who got some status, and then because the guy don't, keep fucking with her, she feels some type of way, like the Chris Brown situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that could be a part of it. But as far as him saying that men who have the opportunity to have sex with multiple women should stop and only choose one woman, because if you don't, you're the reason why the Me Too movement happened. No, that's totally off. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it's just like, it's just this disconnect. It's weird. You know what I'm saying?
I thought Jordan Peterson was smart, bro.
Not on this subject, but let's continue.
And so it's pretty clear anthropologically as well that, sexual choice tends towards a Pareto distribution, especially for men. So most men have very little selection at their disposal. And a small number of men have excess opportunities. The question is, what should that small number of men do? And you might say, capitalize on it and to hell with the consequences. And it's a powerful argument, but I do believe it's wrong. It destabilizes the society. And I also don't think it does your soul any good, because the problem with treating other people as casual sexual partners, let's say, is that you also treat yourself that way simultaneously. And I don't think that does you any good, because you're not, unless that's what you want to be. If you want to be a casual partner, it's like, well, I wouldn't say that's a particularly noble ambition. You should be able to do better than that.
What?
My God, man. All right, that's the end of that video. Oh my God. Come on, Jordan Peterson. Come on, fam. Come on, fam.
Wait.
Yo, I gotta hit it again.
Everybody we meet in our lives, we should be focused on trying to make them long-term life partners for everything.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That shit don't make sense. He's like, it's going to destabilize society. No, it's not. See, he's basically saying if these guys capitalize on all this fucking, right? He's saying if guys capitalize on all this fucking, it's going to destabilize society, which means that it's going to make society unstable, right? No, that's not true. See, what happens is that that's a beta male argument, meaning that he's thinking, damn, well, all these guys are going to take up all the women, which is going to not leave women for the guys who are in the 80% who can't get women. But see, that's not true, because there was an invention that was created called monogamy. See, that's why monogamy was created, but monogamy was created to keep society stable. You see what I'm saying? Monogamy was created to keep society stable because they said, well, you know what? We got to leave some women for these men out here. So we're going to get, one guy, one woman, one guy, one woman, so that we can have that as the sort of the norm or the energy that we're going to have in society. You understand? So what usually happens is that the guys who are the most attractive, they'll fuck a lot of women, but then they'll, end up giving those, stop fucking with those women, meaning they'll have sex with those women and then they'll just keep it pushing. And then when they keep it pushing, the guys who are in the 80% who don't have as much options, they'll just get those women. But again, this goes back to the whole body count situation and blah, 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 and dudes feeling a certain type of way. You understand what I'm saying?
But I just don't understand.
Wait, hold on. He said, you just said what he said and made his point for him, bro. No, I didn't make his point. His point is that that's going to destabilize society by these guys fucking all these women. No, it's not. Because what happens is that the guys who are fucking the women are just going to fuck the women. After he fucks them, then those other guys can get with them.
Right. Exactly.
So it doesn't destabilize society. The problem is that the guy who's in second place, the beta, he doesn't want to be in second place.
Right.
He doesn't want her after she fucked the alpha. That's all it is.
So I don't understand the part where he says you should be trying to do better.
Right. Better than what?
What like I don't understand I don't understand what makes it better.
Right. Exactly. Like, what is that even about?
What is that about? Or I mean, because okay, Jordan Peterson, I've heard other things that he talked about, and he always talks about how the family structure is what helps keep society in order.
Right.
So I think that might be his like the basis of his argument, because if the more that we create family units is the more that we create children who are, better adjusted in a balanced environment and are able to become productive members of society in that space.
Right.
You understand? But for example, like most of the chicks that I date and, have casual sex with and all that stuff.
Right.
They're like single mothers.
Mm-hmm.
So am I supposed to try to become some type of committed stepfather to everybody?
Right.
And why is that better? Because if it was better, then there would be no single mothers, right?
Exactly.
If it was actually better, there would be no single mothers or broken homes or none of that shit, right?
Mm-hmm. Right. Exactly.
Bro, the other day, I think I said this on the Real Game No Theory show, and a lot of niggas think it's a joke.
Mm-hmm.
But the guys with game, the 0.01 percentile niggas like us, we keep society going.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Keowani talking about don't say he's wrong because you don't fully understand what he's saying. No, we understand what he's saying. We understand what he's saying. In a nutshell, all Jordan Peterson is doing is player shaming. He's player shaming. He's like, you guys who are attractive, what would be better for society is if you stick with one woman. But why? How is that better for society? How?
To leave more bitches for us, the beta males.
Right, exactly. To leave more chicks for the beta males.
Because you see, the thing is, and I told you, I mentioned this on another show too. Marriage, the institution of marriage was created for beta males.
Exactly.
Because that's all Jordan Peterson is really doing in the video. He's explaining why the institution of marriage was put in place. Exactly. He's explaining why, you should, but for better or worse, and cleave unto me and only me. Mm-hmm. You cleave unto her and only her. Right. For better or for worse. Because no matter what's going on, you're not supposed to go fuck with another chick.
Exactly.
Why? So you could leave chicks for niggas because look, these guys, let me tell you, these guys, it's so hard for them to get pussy. It's so hard for them to get chicks. Mm-hmm. It's so hard for them to find a woman that is really willing to spend time with them. Right. They want to put laws in place to make sure that there are single, untouched women out there in the streets. Mm-hmm. You understand? But what I'm trying to explain to you is that y'all don't really want that. Right. Because if all the chicks out here was true, didn't have niggas like us to turn to, and the only thing they had to turn to was judgmental, shaming ass beta bitch ass niggas. Right. That's when the society would get destabilized. Exactly. You understand? The only reason why the fucking society is as stable as it is because this niggas like us in the street giving these bitches dick when they need it.
Facts.
Dick is a gift. It's a gift. It's a gift.
See, he said he simply considers what will be the best overall strategy for men and women that would benefit society, family, kids. This is what I'm trying to say, Ryan. You're not getting, right? You should call up. What we're trying to say is that if a guy or attractive men are having casual sex with women, that does not fucking affect families and all that shit happening. This is what y'all don't get. So what I mean is, let's say you have a guy who's a player, he's attractive, he can get women, right? Let's say he fucks 100 women in his life, right? Those 100 women could all be in a long-term relationship right now with a husband and kids. So how is him having casual sex fucking up the society? How did that fuck up those 100 women finding men, having kids and having a family? It didn't do anything. But see, the real argument is deep down inside is this, is that, hey, you guys who are getting all the pussy, we don't like it because we can't get pussy. So could you please stop getting as much pussy as you can or get, because it's making us feel a certain type of way. That's all the video was saying. You see what I'm saying? That's literally what the video was saying. This is what you guys have to understand. So what happens is that, and then you notice he tried to do the whole, if you're being casual, then you're just casual to someone else. And so, like, see, a lot of times what happens is that people play on the ego of the situation. It's all ego bullshit. You understand? Because if I'm in a situation where I'm having casual sex with a woman, she's having casual sex with me too. And yes, we are in a casual situation, right? Every situation doesn't need to be this long-term situation. And if you are in a long-term situation, that's fine also, but that does not mean that you can't have been in casual situations. So I'm sure everybody has like a best friend, or most people have like a best friend or somebody that they cool with, you know what I'm saying? Like they real cool with and shit, right? And then I'm sure they had acquaintances. I'm sure they had people that they knew around their way, around their neighborhood, that they don't see anymore, that they were probably friends with when they were like 18, 19, and now they're 35 and you haven't seen that person in 20 years, but they had a great time chilling with that person for 3 or 4 months when they was living in that neighborhood. So if that's the case, what's the big deal about the sex being casual? Because see, the real conversation is not about, oh, well, you're having casual sex and you're this guy who's attractive, so you're doing all these girls and it's wrong, and blah, 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 blah. What it boils down to is some guys are having casual sex. Some guys are not able to have casual sex. The guys who are not able to have casual sex are in their feelings and feel some type of way about the guys who can have casual sex. That's it. And see, and this is another stupid. The higher the body count the woman has, the more likely she is to get a divorce. Would y'all stop with the bullshit? This is the type of shit. Let me tell y'all, the way that this shit is orchestrated is for y'all to have all of these fucking coping mechanisms so that y'all don't have to deal with reality. You see what I'm saying? Talking about the higher the body count of the woman, the more likely she is to get a divorce. No, it's not. No, it's not. See, the reason why
the more she's likely to get a divorce.
Exactly. See, isn't it interesting that most women settle down with beta males and then they say that the divorce rate is high? So is it because of her body count, or is it because she's settling with beta males?
Stop. I need you to say that again. Need you to say that again.
Right. So
I need you to say that again, though.
Right. Is the divorce rate because her body count is high, or is it because most women settle with beta males? They settle down and marry beta males, right? So the funny part is nobody wants to look at the fact that women are settling usually with beta males. So of course the divorce rate's going to be high because she's settling with someone she's not interested in like that anyway.
Yo, why can't the beta males keep the chicks around?
Exactly.
Nobody's talking about that.
Exactly.
Fuck the women. Fuck the women. Fuck them.
Right.
I don't give a fuck what women do. Women gonna do what the fuck they gonna do.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
If 80% of the divorces are initiated by women, who the fuck these bitches running from?
Exactly. Exactly.
Who 80% of the bitches running from?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. See, talking about it's a fact. It's not a fact, Kiwi. It is not a fact. There is no scientific fucking study that shows that a woman's body count is going to lead her to divorce. And there's no scientific study out there. I told niggas to send me it. They only send me some fucking website called familystudies.org or some stupid shit. And it's like these Christian websites talking about, oh, well, if a woman had, no, that's not true. Where did they do the study at? Where? How did they do it? How are they accurate enough to even do it? I've said this a million times. See, if you have critical thinking skills, right? You said call up, you got a number. Yeah, the number is scrolling across the screen, 516-387-1224. I'm gonna put it up again on the joint. Hold on, let me put it up. That's the number right there, 516-387-1224. Think about this, guys. How the fuck are they gonna do that study? Right? That would mean that they would need to follow a woman since birth or follow multiple women. Let's say they followed 1,000 women. That would mean they need to follow 1,000 women since birth. Follow her 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, right? Make sure they know the number of men she's had sex with. You understand? Then on not only that, the 1,000 women also have to be married to or be in a relationship with a similar type of man. So the men all have to be making a similar type of amount of money. They got to be from a similar type of background, all that other shit. Because what you would need to do is you would need to focus strictly on the fact that her sexual encounters and activities were the reason why they divorced. Because who's to say that the divorce didn't happen because they lost money? Who's to say the divorce didn't happen because they just weren't compatible as far as personality-wise? Who's to say the divorce didn't happen because of all these other factors? How is it that you're able to specifically point out the fact of sex is the thing that made her divorce her man? Does that even make any sense? Like, that's ridiculous. So of all the things that could end a relationship, we're trying to say we know for a fact that the sex was the thing. The sex, that was it. It was like, that's the only thing. Come on, fam.
Yo.
Like, this is so stupid.
Divorce is over 50%.
Mm-hmm.
We know that is a lot of beta males getting married.
Mm-hmm.
A lot.
Right.
And divorce is over 50%.
Mm-hmm.
And 80% of all divorces are initiated by women.
Exactly.
The women are running away from all of these dudes. I thought these dudes took the better option.
Exactly.
I thought these dudes are supposed to be better because they choosing one woman though.
Mm-hmm.
Why are these women running away?
Right.
You really want to just blame it on the women?
Exactly. Right.
Y'all really just want to blame it on the women, really? So all of these dudes in these marriages are just great guys and they just minding their own business, and all of a sudden the chick is going left.
Nah, Miles, what happened was all of them had high body counts. But when dudes is talking about wife and chicks up, they're only talking about wife and chicks up who have low body counts. So if that's the case, why didn't y'all wife up the girls with the low body counts?
Right. Go find the girls with the low body counts.
Why did y'all wife up the girls with the high body counts if the high body counts are the thing that's getting y'all divorced? Right? And if that's the case, that means that, there's just so many of these women out here who have high body counts. And if that's the case, then where are you finding the women who have low body counts? You see what I'm saying? See, it's so crazy how the beta males are in these relationships and the women are initiating the divorce, but nobody looks at what the fuck the man did. Nobody. Like, so these guys, they can't fucking, they can't actually like keep a woman interested. Like, is that what you see what I'm saying? Like, nobody wants to talk about that. But
50% of these niggas can't keep a woman interested. That's what's going on.
Exactly. But let's take some calls real quick. We go to 305, then 678. 305, what's popping? Who this? 305. 305. Yes, sir. What's going on?
Hey, this is Ryan, man. I didn't hear my number, but yeah, you guys are funny, man.
Ryan,
good, man. I ran across you guys. I opened up my YouTube, and you guys popped up, man. I'm not even familiar with you guys, but I said, man, I fuck with JP.
Shit.
I've been studying for a minute, and you guys seem like you were going in. So I know you guys got a thing going, you got a show, so I don't want to take up too much of your time, but it's easier to chop it up, you know what I mean, like in person or at least on the phone or whatever. So give me the major question or issue that maybe I could like kind of comment on, or we could.
No, I wanted to know. No, because you said, because I wanted to know what you were talking about in the chat. You were saying that it's going to mess up society if dudes is out here fucking. I want to know. Go ahead.
Yeah. So no, I was just speaking, I guess, maybe kind of on behalf of JP and kind of where he's coming from, because he's easily misunderstood. And I think that what you're pointing out is an easy perception of him, where he seems like he's dissing alphas. And it might come across like that, but if you listen to him, he actually doesn't fault alphas for being alphas at all. What he's talking about is overall the impact that alphas can have on the society because of how they have a draw for women. So it's not so much an assault on women as much as it's looking at how women assault on alphas as much as it is looking at how women tend to behave in reference to alphas. Alphas can't help being alphas. There's a draw there.
Right, but my question is, but this is my question though. But my question is, how does that destabilize or fuck up society? That's because in the video he's talking about how these guys who are the alphas or who get the women, they should just choose one woman. So why? What's the point?
Well, so I get where you're coming from. You're like, why are you blaming the men? Why not let's look at the women? And that's
no. I'm not talking about looking at the women. No. We're not talking about looking at the women. What I'm saying is, I want to know how.
I'm saying we need to.
You need to blame the women?
I'm saying we need to look at the women's decision, even though it looks like JP's saying the alphas need to choose one woman, right? We on the same page?
Right. Okay, go ahead. And why do you think that?
Yeah. Your question was, how does it destabilize society?
Yes.
So the destabilization comes from the women living a lifestyle which is in pursuit of the alphas, which is in their nature as well. And so when you have strictly a society that's based on thousands of women pursuing dozens of men, what happens there is that the lifestyle the women are living in attempt to what is it called? That's called when women marry up. I forgot what that is called. That's called
hypergamy.
Hypergamy. Correct. So that lifestyle that we make available, I'm speaking as an alpha, I'm assuming you guys speak as an alpha as well, that we make available. What that
hold up, bro. You consider yourself a red pill dude?
Huh?
You consider yourself red pill?
I mean, I don't really get into all of that stuff. I'm pretty well diverse.
Okay. So
mindset, but why do you say that?
No, because you sound like a red pill guy.
You talking like a red pill nigga. You talk about you said you just discovered us. So apparently all you've been watching is red pill content, huh?
Nah, why you that big? I'm supposed to have discovered you already?
No, I'm just saying this is what we're trying to say. What we're saying is that what I want to know is, how does a guy who's having casual sex? Hold on. I'm saying this. How does a guy who's having casual sex with a woman, right, mess up that woman's, situation of getting with another guy to marry and have kids with?
He's not responsible. That guy's not responsible for messing up her situation. See, when you frame it like that, that excludes the female's responsibility. The female's responsible as well. So it's not about that. Is that what you mean?
No. This is all I'm saying. This is simply what I'm asking. His thing was, he said, guys who are having casual sex with all these women because they're attractive, should have sex with one woman or be with one woman, because if they're not, they're fucking up society. So my question is, how is a guy having sex with these women fucking up families? How is that going to fuck up the family? How is it going to fuck up where that woman can have a family with another man? How does that fuck it up?
Well, it kind of goes back to what I was saying in terms of the mindset of the females in society that are going to actually obviously pursue the alphas. That's really what he's talking about there. The tendency of, if that becomes society and the norms and everyththing's casual, and we can just do things casually. Well, now women are casual about family dynamics. They're casual about relationships. They're casually going to pursue and try to hypergamy up.
So let me ask you a question.
The concept of family. You guys talked about family.
No, but let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
Your partner made a good point.
But let me ask you this. Do you think that men and women, right, are dynamic in the way they think and the way they do things?
Absolutely. I'm a psychology professor.
Right. So what I'm saying is, couldn't a woman have sex with a guy that she's sexually attracted to, who she thinks is an alpha male, and then on the flip side find a nice, caring guy who works a 9 to 5 and marry that dude?
At the same time, or just in her lifetime?
Just in her lifetime.
Of course, you know the
right. So then again, so how is that alpha guy fucking all these women, fucking up society? That's what I'm saying.
Because you're making it sound really, you're kind of making it sound like almost like automatic. Like that's the process. Like the chick comes out, she goes satisfies her fix, 60 alpha, 60 alpha, and then goes and settles on the beta, which doesn't happen very often. But as soon as I called in, you guys were on point with it. You were talking about it, and you were kind of looking for statistics. And it sounds like what you were asking for was a controlled study to prove. And you're right, there's no controlled study to prove that the higher the body count, the more you are likely to have a divorce. But you got to think about it. Why is it that happens when it comes to betas? Why is it that happens where they settle down with a beta, but yet the divorce still takes place?
Because it's simple. It's simple. It's because those dudes don't know how to keep women interested.
They have no what they call game, sir.
Exactly.
You're talking about, but you don't want game. But okay, game. I get what you're saying from as far as the relationship is concerned. But if the ladies are not looking into the relationship with a relationship mindset, you're right. If the betas don't have game or they don't have what it takes to keep their woman, she's inevitably going to leave. I agree with that.
Right.
But if the female's mindset already on top, if the female's mindset already is not geared towards relationship, obviously, But
this is what you don't understand. This is what you don't understand. The female's mindset is not geared to anything.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? That's what you don't get, my brother.
But that's Peterson's point. But brother, that's what Peterson's point is.
No,
our mindset isn't geared towards anything until we make our mindset up. He's suggesting.
No. Caller. Here's what it is. You are forgetting about the influence of men on the female mindset. That's what you're forgetting about. So if these women are leaving these marriages and these men are doing something wrong,
exactly.
That's all we're really saying. You guys love to give women all this credit like they came up with all of their thoughts on their own. They didn't.
Right.
Not
all these bitches running, all these fucking chicks running around talking about patriarchy. The only reason why they hate the patriarchy is because masculinity, a big part of masculinity is indifference to authority and questioning authority.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason why feminists run around questioning patriarchy is because they are following in the footsteps of patriarchy to question the structure that is in place, because that's what men do.
Main point right there. That's what's interesting. You're making one of Peterson's main points right there.
Okay. Well, what's the main point? What's the main point he's making?
What he just said is one of Peterson's main premises in terms of this idea of a patriarchy. He absolutely dismantles it in the way that you just pointed out. So, like, that's a separate conversation, and I'll let you guys do your thing. I don't want to soak up time with the patriarchy, but I'm not talking about that woman or a particular woman. I'm just talking about a person having a mindset, getting into a relationship. You have to develop. I believe fully that we're not monogamous. We're not monogamous by nature. If that will download, that'll help you guys.
All I'm saying is, this is what I'm trying to get you to understand. What you're saying is that because a woman has been fucking with all these alphas, then she has a certain mindset, and that mindset is going to make it harder for her to be with this other guy. Is that what you're saying? Right?
I'm not even getting into that. No, I'm not even getting into that. I'm not even going down that rabbit hole. I'm not really worried about body count per se equaling something.
Not even that. I'm just saying that because what I'm saying is that how does the influence of an attractive guy, right? How does his influence in having casual sex with these women affect society, family, and all of that on a whole? That's what I'm trying to say.
That's not the angle. That's why it felt like when I was watching, I was trying to figure out if you guys were misinterpreting what Peterson says to fit your argument.
So what is the angle though? That's what I'm saying. What's the angle? That's what I'm trying to get to the angle. What's the angle you're talking about?
The angle that in my perception, in my estimation, what Peterson's talking about when he talks about the angle is going into relationships, and if you want to include sex, with the intent, or I should say, the putting sex on a little bit of a higher pedestal in terms of what it's in reference to. In other words, getting rid of the idea that sex can only be casual and that's all that it is initially, and that's all you're after. Although people are going to do that because they can, which is the original point. But in terms of society, if we all just throw away the idea that sex can be a stepping stone to something fundamentally in a relationship, which would then kind of be good for society and families and children as a whole, if we dismantle that, we get rid of that, we don't even have that mentality.
You still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, you cut out for a minute, but go ahead.
Oh shit, you lost me. No, I was just talking about developing the mindset where regardless of what your nature is or what you're capable of doing, sleeping around, whatever the case is, you go into the situation with the idea that if everyone develops in society, develops the idea that sex is casual and that there's nothing else going on there, that we're fucked. It's for family, for children, for society's sake. The structure, your boy hit on it early on. He said, I guess it is better in the law, and it is. So he's just saying that people can develop the mentality that, hey man, there actually would be benefits if I did have the mentality that a stable relationship would benefit everybody, even if it's not natural or normal to me, and I can do otherwise. That's it.
But this is what I'm saying. What does that have to do with casual sex, though? Everything you're saying,
because if you have the mentality about casual sex and that's your frame, and you just see sex as casual, and you don't put sex in the context of establishing a relationship potentially with someone that you stay with and settle down with. If you don't have that at all ever, and nobody does, then you're fucked, because nobody's ever going to settle. Nobody's ever going to resort to a relationship unless we leave it to people who have to.
Oh wait, so what you're saying is, essentially what you're saying is that, okay, so do you think that people get into relationships because of sex? Because what it sounds like you're saying is that if we hold off on the sex and not have casual sex, then it will be something to look forward to in the relationship, which will create more relationships.
Look at sex in the you hear me, mother?
Right. Go ahead.
Look at sex in the context. Look at sex in the context of a potential relationship. You understand what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. Why? But that's what my point. Why do you have to, though? That doesn't make any sense. Why? Because what? You don't have to. What he's saying is, if nobody does that, if nobody does that, and we have this general view about sex that is casual, and nobody thinks about sex in the context of maybe settling down or creating a family, which would be a stable unit. If we don't have that, not every single person. Okay, I got you. See right there, the argument. No, I see what you're saying. But this is the problem with your argument. Your argument doesn't make
really my argument. I'm just trying to help interpret.
No. But that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. What he's saying doesn't make sense, right? What he's saying, it doesn't make sense because if you are the type of person who's having casual sex, you realize that casual sex is just casual sex, meaning that it don't mean shit. So what happens is that no one's going to just keep having casual sex and never get into a fucking relationship. You get into a relationship with, right? That's what you want. But most people, what they're going to do is they're going to have casual sex. And when they meet someone they want to be in a relationship with, they'll be in a relationship with that person. And if that person wants to be in a relationship with them, they'll be in a relationship. But what I'm saying is, even if everyone could just go out and have as much casual sex as they want, people are not going to stop being in relationships because they're having casual sex. That's what I'm trying to say.
Here's I'll just pose this question and then I'll let you guys go on this note. Just something with the in terms of casual sex, as far as that concept, that idea.
Right.
So I got a question for both of you guys. You don't got to put your personal life out there or whatever it is. Y'all may do that on the regular. I don't really know. So my question to you is just thinking about the relationships you've been in or partners you've had, let's just say it like that, because we're talking about just casual sex.
Right.
How many women that you've been with sexually, how many of them honestly, truly, genuinely, 100% considered it purely casual, no strings attached, and never ever saw it or wanted or kind of even as insinuated that it wasn't just casual, there was maybe potentially more than they wanted or expected out of it? I'm not talking about strippers, I'm not talking about someone who's paid, I'm talking about legit. How many of them really kind of saw it just like you, which is just casual, just physical? Be honest.
Yeah, like 90-some%.
Hell no, you lying.
I'm dead serious. I'm gonna tell you why. You know why? It's real simple. When I meet the girl, I say, listen, I just want to hook up with you. That's what I tell them.
Okay.
And then they say, cool, I want to hook up with you too.
You don't even know what, you're talking about one night stands. You don't even know these chicks no more. Not ongoing regular relationships like that you have with them. You're talking about like.
No, I'm talking about one night stands and fuck buddies. Like there's women that I've been with who we would fuck.
Okay, all right.
Right.
Okay.
And so
to me that's an outlier to me. That's an outlier.
How is that an outlier?
That's the problem right there. It's an outlier to most of these dudes who don't have the fucking confidence to really tell a woman what the fuck you want at the time.
No, what I'm talking about is one night stands or outliers to this conversation. When I think alpha, I think about what, I'll tell you.
No, you didn't say one night stands, bro. Hold on. What are we talking about then? Are we talking about one night stands or are we talking about women that we're dealing with that thought it might have been something else? What are you talking about now?
I was asking you about all of the women, and you said 95%, and you justified the 95% with the one night stands. Now I'm not talking about the one night stands.
No, caller. We're talking about all women that we've had just casual sexual relationships. That can include one night stands, and that can include fuck buddies I've had for years. That's what I'm trying to say. So there's women that had one night stands with.
You said 95%.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. 95% of the women that I've had casual sex with knew it was casual sex, right? And they weren't tripping because that's what they agreed to. That's what I'm saying.
I call bullshit on that, and you said no, absolutely, because they were one night stands. And I'm saying, hold on a second.
No, I didn't say they were one night stands. I said some of them could be one night stands. Some of them could be women that I fucked for months and years. That's what I'm trying to say. Your question was, is there women that?
How many though? Because I think you knew where I was going. You kind of got to it just now where you said it.
You said
I'm just talking about ongoing regular. Yeah, when I'm talking about alpha, what I'm thinking about on a regular, at my disposal, chicks that I could have just sex with, sexual relationships with, that are at my disposal, more than one at any point in time. I guarantee you, the majority of those chicks, even though they'll basically serve you just what you want, they absolutely do not see, want, or think of it on their own, or I should say want, even though.
But ask me if I give a fuck, though.
You feel me?
Caller, ask me if I give a fuck. Go ahead, ask me.
That's not the point, but that's not.
But see, that's the thing. This is what I said. This is why these type of conversations are hard for people to understand, because it's two different worlds. What I'm telling you is that we tell the women not with just what we say, but what we do, that we just fucking. That's what I'm saying. So that's why we don't have any issues with the women we just fucking. So I'm saying.
But you're thinking just because you tell a woman where you're at, that means that she's at the same place. And I'm trying to get you to realize that no matter what you think or where you think you are, or where you tell her you are, that doesn't mean that's where she is. But
caller, because you
don't give a fuck.
But caller, what difference does that make though? What difference does it make?
Well, if you're gonna have a conversation. Well, that's 50% of the fucking conversation. You got to consider the other half here. I mean,
no. But this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is But this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, in that context, in that situation, what difference does that make? Yeah. And then what does that go? Where does that, what we're talking about now, have to do with the main topic of destabilizing society? How does that affect her being able to have a family with another dude? How does that affect her? That's what I'm trying to say.
Because we're talking about, and I'm trying to answer you because it talks about society as a whole, which is men and women. We have to consider what the woman's mentality is, what she's after, and what lifestyle she's living that's contradicting what actually she really wants. She wants to settle down. She wants a relationship, but she's not. She's living this lifestyle.
But bro, who's to say that these women that I'm hooking up with, having casual sex with, want a long-term relationship with me? That's what I'm saying. Who's to say that?
Well, what do you mean? So you have the mentality that females have the same exact mentality that you do.
Yes.
That's your preference.
Yes. Wait, hold on. So you think women don't just want to get dick and keep it moving?
They want to get dick, but they could get dick by the man that's going to be their rock too, though. No. Like, you understand what I'm saying? I don't think women don't want to get dick. I definitely don't want to get dick, but I think they're wired. So
Bruh, are you serious?
I'll let you guys go.
Well, he's dead serious, bro. Because remember, he's a college professor. I mean, a psychologist.
Wait, caller, hold on. So you think? Wait.
You guys go. Do you think men and women are wired the same or differently?
No, men and women. No, men and women. No, men and women are wired differently. But when it comes to sex, right? When it comes to actual sexual activity, it's too many similarities. So what that means is the same way, like, you know, there's certain, like, for example, there's certain women, right, that you see that you would have sex with, but you would never be in a relationship with them, correct?
Yeah, because of other factors, correct?
Right. So you think women don't do the same thing?
No, I think that you misunderstand how women are wired, and that's fine. I can come back on a different show. We can talk about that and see if it's true or not.
Wait, answer the question. Do you think women find men that they want to have sex with, but will not want to be in a relationship with? Do you think that happens?
Yes.
Okay, so then what are we talking about then?
Do I think that's we're talking about, do you think that's the majority of women?
Yes, bro, yes. Like, what are you talking about? Bro, this is exactly what Jordan Peterson was talking about in the video. Didn't he just say that 20% of the guys, the most attractive guys, he just said in the video, he said, let's say you have sex with 100 women in 6 months, 100 women in 3 months, 100, who do you think he was talking about?
But you think that those women are attracted to those 20% of guys just based on pure physical and sex. And what Peterson's trying to tell you, and what I'm trying to point out is there's a motive for the woman to be attracted towards those guys. Status, power, hierarchy, whatever those things are that he's.
So wait. Okay, so caller.
If you don't understand this,
caller. So when a woman is at a club on a Friday night, right, and she sees some dude that she thinks is physically attractive and sexually attractive, what is his power, status, and all that have to do with her wanting to suck his dick that night?
First of all, it depends on the woman. Your man was telling me earlier that he basically settles down with her. He fucking hooks up with, what'd you say, single moms, basically. That's basically who a lot of the chicks you fuck with. Is that what you said earlier? I don't want to miss.
Yeah, a lot, most of them, yeah.
If that's the chick that you're describing right now, then purely her motive is to get her fixed. If that's the chick. Yes. But generally speaking, I'm talking about women that have not yet, that are on the other end of that are still pursuing that. Look, let's go back to what I said about being wired. You think men and women are wired differently?
So wait. Hold on. Let me ask you this. Okay, let's say you meet a girl, right? And she actually wants a boyfriend. Yeah. Let's say she wants a boyfriend. Like she actually, she wants a boyfriend, right? Do you think that a woman who wants a boyfriend doesn't also want to get some casual sex in the meantime while she's trying to find a boyfriend?
Huh?
If a woman wants a boyfriend, right? And let's say she's like, you know what? I want to have a long-term relationship.
Are you saying ideally she's looking for a relationship?
Yes, ideally she's looking for a relationship. What I'm saying is that would she also have casual sex in the meantime while trying to find a boyfriend?
But what you think is that that's purely casual. If you don't think that in that girl's mind, at some level, generally speaking, by the way, we're generalizing. There's exceptions. We're generalizing. Generally speaking, that girl who is, quote, having casual sex, if you don't think that if she wants a relationship, she's picking a guy who most of the time is a guy that she could potentially see herself with, even though he might say straight up, I don't want it. If you don't think that her motive is, hey, I'll have sex with this guy and maybe it'll work out for something else. If you think that's not happening, come on, bro.
I'm not saying that doesn't happen. But what I'm also saying, that does happen. What I'm saying also is that she can meet a guy and be like, I would never be in a relationship with him and still fuck him. Yes or no?
Sure, she can.
Okay,
sure she can.
So that's what I'm talking about.
But you framed it as the woman wants a relationship. That woman is seeking a relationship, and my boys talk about this all the time. What do you think her number one tool is that she's going to use to get the guy into a relationship? What do you think it is?
What do you think it is?
You know what it is.
I already know what it is. What do you think it is? What is it?
It's between your legs.
Right. So she's going to make him wait, correct? She's going to make him wait, correct?
No, but maybe not. Maybe he's
No. She's gonna the guy she hold on, wait, no, stop. The guy she wants as a boyfriend, you think she gonna make him hit on the first night, or she gonna make him wait?
She's gonna do whatever she thinks she can do with him, and whatever the temptation is.
No. Stop. See, you're not understanding women. What most women do is when she finds the guy that she wants as a boyfriend, she's usually not gonna have sex with him the first night because she doesn't want him to think she's a hoe because she wants to solidify that.
Sure, I know that. That's
right. Right, correct, right?
Yeah, I get that.
Okay, now, point now. Okay,
your question.
Okay, now. Hold on. Now, while she's making him wait, what do you think she's doing when she's horny?
Oh, so you're talking about she already meets the guy that she wants to be in a relationship with? She's making him wait?
Yes.
The beta you're talking about?
Yes.
Whatever the fuck it is?
Yes.
And in the meantime, she's going out? Yeah, those girls exist too. Yeah,
that's women, period.
Every single female.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, brother. That's what I'm saying. That's how women play the game.
But that doesn't make sense. That doesn't really make sense for her, like motive-wise. Unless you're saying that she's basically going to find the beta, which will provide the stability or whatever the case is that could be the relationship, and then in the meantime go out and trick.
Bro, if a woman is looking for a boyfriend,
if that's what you're describing.
This is what I'm saying. If a woman's looking for a boyfriend, right? She will get with guys and she will make them wait. While she is waiting, she is still a sexual human being. So what she's going to do is she's going to fuck. Right. So she's going to fuck the other guy who she doesn't want to be in a relationship with, that she's sexually attracted to. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to get at. So
she's not sexually attracted to the dude she wants to be in a relationship that she hasn't gotten with yet?
No, because she would have fucked him.
I don't know.
That's what I'm trying to say, bro.
Why is she even pursue? Why these are some whack ass chicks? Why wouldn't the chick try to make a relationship out of dude she wants to fuck? Maybe I'm biased.
Now he's shaming the chicks. He's shaming me.
Right, because this is what you don't get. The guy that she's fucking might not want to be in a relationship. Listen, what I'm saying. Listen, I'm trying to explain to you. The guy that she's fucking might not want to be in a relationship with her because he's the alpha, because he's out here having all these chicks he's fucking. The guy she wants to be in a relationship with
can be in a relationship.
Say that again.
Just so you know, like alphas can be in a relationship.
No, I'm not saying they can't. What I'm saying is, no, I agree with that. What I'm saying is the alpha has to choose her. What I'm saying is that the guy she's making wait is usually the beta. So you're saying, why would she get in a relationship with the guy she's not that attracted to? The reason why is because he provides other things for her, which is stability, security, money, all that other stuff. So she's going to be with him. You understand?
What if that alpha that she was fucking in the meantime, what if that alpha said, I want to be in a relationship with you? What would she do? Hands down, be in a relationship with him, right?
Right, but what's the chances of that happening? This is the whole point of what Jordan Peterson was saying in the video.
But what Jordan Peterson was talking to that alpha and saying, look, you have women that are going after you. You're not interested in being in a relationship because you can be with 30. Well, what he's saying is consider women are here, they want to be with you. If those alphas consider relationships, it's more stable in a sense for the society. You understand what I'm saying?
So how is it more stable for the society when she can just get with the beta?
Because you just described the situation where she don't even really want to be with the beta. You think that's going to end up good in their marriage and their relationship? Okay, cool. So now, how the hell is an alpha who don't want this bitch gonna be in a relationship with her? He will be doing exactly what the chick is doing with the beta. So basically, what we're saying is that's why Peterson.
So basically,
that's why Peterson was addressing the alphas that don't need to make that decision.
No, but they need to. That's what I'm trying to say. But this is what I'm saying, bro. You know, I think we're getting right to the edge of it. The point is what Jordan Peterson is saying. He's saying something that's unrealistic. He wants the alphas to get with the fucking chicks they don't want to be with, right? Because that would make society stable. But that would be the same as the woman getting with the beta she don't want to be with. So that would make the alpha a bitch.
Well, it's not. That's a false equivalency.
It's not. It's the same thing.
Hear me out. Let me tell you.
Why would the alpha want to be with her? Why?
You're assuming, because listen, it's not that the alpha doesn't want to be with that chick necessarily. It's that the alpha knows he can be with other chicks. So it's a decision. He doesn't look at it.
No. Why? What makes you think he wants to be with that woman?
He might not, but what I'm saying is, don't assume that he does't. Assume also that he could and might, but he also is not because he can be with other women.
So,
right?
Why can't? Hold on. So couldn't he be with her and be with other women also?
You think she's cool? I don't know. What do you mean? Like, that's what he's doing.
No. What I'm saying is, can't he be in a relationship with this woman, but also be with other women too?
Not a stable relationship, not a healthy relationship.
Oh, Jesus.
That's it right there.
That's it right there.
What are we talking about here, bro? What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
So then the point doesn't make sense, because if a guy's an alpha male and he knows he can get a bunch of women right? And why would he give up all the women to stay with this one woman? Does that make sense?
Makes sense in what sense, bro? Makes sense in sacrificing a bunch of pussy? It doesn't. Make sense in having a fucking family unit that would be best for everybody in other ways? That's all Peterson's saying, bro.
But how is that best? How is it best to settle?
How is it best? Can you explain how it's best?
Yes.
You already explained it, bro. But my man here already explained it earlier when he talked about for children, for family. That's the unity he's talking about. Yeah, sure. Your sex life takes the hit in the sense of having multiple partners. But in terms of the family unit, in terms of the structure, in terms of the community, that's what he's talking about, bro.
So
that thing is a better.
So basically,
for sex, he's saying it's a sacrifice.
So basically, what we're saying is the alpha male needs to sacrifice his happiness to get with a basic bitch so that families can occur. Is that what we're saying?
So how stable is society going to be with a bunch of unhappy alphas?
Don't sacrifice your happiness. Look, you're framing it as though the only way these men can be happy is if they're with multiple partners. If that's the case, those individuals need to do them. Okay, fine. But I don't know about you. Like, there's a dime out there that I could be happy fucking and also have the benefits of having a stable family. Like that perfect scenario. Like, what's wrong with that? You understand what I'm saying? You'd be mad happy there. It's a lot of drama, fucking mad bitches at the same time. Also,
no, it's not.
Straight up, like,
no, it's not, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, Locario, you got to remember that we're talking to guys that don't know. Caller, no disrespect, but you're one of these fellas that don't really understand this type of lifestyle. You don't really understand the lifestyle of a man who understands dealing with multiple chicks.
You're talking about Tinder. But you're talking about a Tinder mindset where it's kind of one and done.
No, I'm not, bro. I'm not. No. I ain't trying to put no catchphrase on it. I'm talking about the type of man that knows how to deal with multiple women and manage it drama free. That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
You're not one of those guys, so you're not going to understand what we're saying, and that's where the understanding kind of stops, because you tend to think that if you're dealing with multiple women, it automatically has to be a lot of drama. It automatically has to be the type of thing that's going to destabilize society.
I'm talking about the women you're talking about. When I say multiple women, I'm not talking about through an app. No, I'm not talking about one and done. I'm not talking about totally.
I'm not talking about one and done neither.
You do.
We're not talking about one and done either.
Okay, so what are you?
Like, for example,
what do you talk about as far as
like, for example, I'm in a non-monogamous marriage. So I've been with my wife for 15 years. I've been with my girlfriend for 3 years. And I also still deal with other women on the side from time to time. And I have no drama.
Okay, because you found, and I don't want to get into your business, I don't know you, but you clearly found two women who, in their situation, whatever they are settling for that situation to be with you and whatever that consists of, correct?
No, they're not settling.
They're not settling, bro. They're not settling. They're choosing.
Hold up, man.
Stop with the slick shit. Stop with the slick shit. They're not settling. They're choosing. Because if you think about it, everybody settles. Everyone settles.
Everyone except for these alphas that you're saying should never settle, bro. Listen to yourself, bro. You're contradicting yourself.
No, even the alpha settles. Let me tell you something. Stop. Everybody settles. The reason why you use the word settle is because you have a low opinion of the lifestyle. So I'm asking you to use the word choose, because everybody chooses. Everybody either settles or everybody chooses. Only reason why you choose the word settle is because you have a low opinion.
Right.
So if it's an interchangeable vocabulary, then use the word choose, bro.
Say that again.
So you think that those women choose that lifestyle?
Yes, absolutely.
They choose, right.
Yes.
Right.
No. Locario has a gun to their heads every fucking night, and he be stomping on their neck every fucking night, bro. Every night.
No, definitely.
Bottom line, bro. Bottom line, you're not a type of guy that understands the type of lifestyle that we're referring to.
Right.
So you think the only way to go is for a man to have one woman, because you're too afraid to explore. You're too afraid to explore other things, and you don't think that a woman would choose that. You don't think a woman would choose that, bro.
Yeah, women would choose that.
Say that again.
Of course, women would choose that. Clearly, you're in that situation.
Okay, so then if I'm in that situation, why would a guy who can have that not have it?
I'm not going to analyze your relationship, but there's plenty of reasons why those women, particular women, are choosing that situation.
Go ahead. I want to hear it. Go ahead. I'm curious.
You know what I'm saying? Like that matters. No, I'm just saying, and I'm not even trying to put you on blast or get you.
No, you can't. You can't put me on blast. I'm just.
You can't put nobody over here on blast unless you are coming out of ill faith and you trying to shame people because of your perspective. Because
no, that though, I'm just saying that I want to hear. I'm curious. I want to hear the reason.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, please.
First of all, that's definitely not the case. Definitely not the case. Not coming from. I'm just chopping it up with you guys, so I don't want that to come out sideways. I was looking at the situation that he presented, the situation he's in with those women. And I was just looking at the fact that the answer and the response you gave for those women being in that situation was kind of a rationalization for them because it benefits you. So if you don't really care, you know, and it benefits you, you're never going to stop and think and wonder how it maybe could be better for those females. Because fuck that, I benefit. So they need to stay in their lane and stay in the situation.
So you think, okay, so hold on, wait. So you think a woman in a non-monogamous relationship doesn't benefit?
A woman in a non-monogamous relationship doesn't benefit if what she wants is not being fulfilled or met in that relationship. No, depends on the woman.
But okay, if it's fulfilled and met, if it's fulfilled and met, then what?
Caller, real quick. Caller. Caller, hold on. If what she wanted was not being fulfilled and met, why would she stay for multiple years?
Exactly.
Plenty of fucking reasons. You don't have time for that.
Go ahead. I'm curious. Go ahead.
No. I'll call back. I'll follow you.
Give us one good reason. Give us one good main reason.
One good main reason why a woman would settle for the scenario.
You see what I'm saying? You see.
Give us a reason. Go ahead.
I'm just trying to frame the question, make sure I answer. One good reason why a woman would settle or choose to stay in a situation where her needs aren't totally being met.
No. Rewind. Listen to what I said closely. Listen to what I said. If her shit is not being, if it's not being met, meaning her needs or her wants are not being met at all, why would she stay for so long?
Yes, why?
I didn't say at all.
No, but we're asking you. That's the question. If the needs aren't being met, why?
But the answer is it's not at all. Some needs are being met. The answer is she is satisfying some of her needs in that situation that she's choosing. And out of fear of making a move to try to satisfy more, she'll lose what she already has.
Oh, so I have a question for you, real quick. So when a woman is married, when a woman is married in a monogamous marriage, are 100% of her needs being met, sir?
Did you understand my response before we go any further? Did that response make sense?
No, we're asking you based off your response. If a woman is in a monogamous marriage with a man, is all of her needs being met?
Probably not.
So then what are you talking about then?
Probably not.
So what are you
talking about?
So that would mean, hold on. So just to be clear, that would mean that if a woman is in a monogamous marriage, that would also mean that she's settling, correct?
But you're framing this in a way to make your argument rather than looking at it as an open situation where if a woman is in a monogamous relationship, could she possibly meet more of her needs than if she's in a situation where she chooses to meet less of her needs? That's all I'm asking you. And you're asking about these two women that are choosing this situation. You asked me to give you one good reason why they might. And I gave you one good reason why they might.
Right. So what we're saying is that doesn't even make sense, because if that's the case, then how do you equate that to a monogamous relationship, which you just said that person will also not be having their needs met? So then it can't be just about the non-monogamous relationship.
But it's a gotcha question, because I said, of course, there's exceptions. But we're talking about meeting more needs. The two women that you gave me the situation that they choose that relationship.
Oh, so a monogamous marriage meets more needs of the woman automatically.
You're generalizing, bro.
We're asking you. You were going by what you said. We're going by what you said.
I'm speaking specifically to the two women. I'm speaking to the question you asked me about the two women. Now you're talking about monogamous relationships in general. I'm not going to speak to monogamous relationships in general. Let's stick to the script. Those women may be choosing the situation they're in because let's say they're meeting 50% of their needs. 50% of their needs are met, just to put a percentage on it. And they're like, you know what? I wish I could meet these other needs. No matter what they are, that's a different conversation.
Right, and how do they meet those other needs? How do they meet those other needs?
It's different. That's a different conversation.
No, I'm asking how do they meet those other needs?
But are you going to stick to one question first?
Yes, we're still on the questions where I'm asking the question based off what you said. You said that they're only getting 50% of their needs, but I don't even know where that came from because that's just pulling something out of your ass.
He just threw a percentage on it. Don't worry about that.
Right now, what I'm asking you is based off of what you just said, how do they get the rest of their needs met?
Yes. How would a woman get her needs met?
I got it. Okay, listen to me now. Let me finish my thought. The question is about the two women and why they would choose to stay in the situation that they're in, right? That was the question. Give me one good reason why they would stay, right? And I gave you that good reason. They would stay because let's say there's a percentage to put on this. They feel like some of their needs actually are being met, as opposed to all of them. You're asking me, okay, where else could they go to meet all of them? Maybe they can't go anywhere to meet all of them, but maybe they see their situation as, hey, I'm sacrificing or I'm settling on not being in a certain situation that could provide more for me, whether it's intimacy, time spent, even monogamy if they may want, whatever it comes with, maybe a different relationship. I would like that. That would satisfy more of a need for me. But you know what? I don't want to drop this and go looking for that because I might end up with nobody.
So now with that being said, what type of relationship would give her more of her needs?
You would have to ask her that, boss man.
Okay, so if I ask her, what's going to give you all your needs? Hold on, wait. Now, hold on. If I say, if I say, what type of relationship gives you all her needs, and she says a non-monogamous relationship, then what?
You're out. Then that's going to be a problem. So do not ask her that.
How is that a problem if she's already in the relationship? What are you talking about? If I ask her what is going to make her have her needs met, and she says to me, being in this non-monogamous relationship with you, then what?
Kudos, you found a perfect situation.
Okay, so then what I'm saying is, see, you're creating a scenario that doesn't actually exist.
Because you're kind of delusional if you think that otherwise. That's all I'm trying to say. Good luck finding that. There may be a small percentage, but realistically, that's not going to be what you find. If you truly sit down with her and listen and ask her, hey, how could I meet more of your needs? Or how could our relationship meet more of your needs? Or if you have that conversation and you truly listen and you give a fuck, you're going to hear what she has to say. And it's not going to be ideally the situation she's in, although it may be, and you may have her, and congratulations.
So basically what you're saying is, basically what he's saying is, in a nutshell, is that a woman is going to meet more of her needs if she's in a monogamous relationship. That's what you're saying.
But potentially, and that goes back to the hardwiring. Women are hardwired for, well, a lot of things, but they're hardwired for security, support, safety, and they're hardwired really to be in a more of a monogamous relationship with a man, because then he can provide the protection and the resources.
Okay, so caller, real quick. Do you know why monogamy was invented?
You could say it's invented. Yeah, sure.
No. I'm not saying it is. It was. I'm asking you. Do you know why it was?
Why it was doesn't matter.
No, it does matter. Actually, it does, because it does matter why. But do you know why?
But I'm asking, yes. But why does it matter?
No. Tell me why. Tell me why monogamy was invented. Go ahead.
You talking about biblically?
No, I'm talking about why was monogamy invented in society?
Well, you say invented like it was a cell phone or something. It really wasn't invented. It
was
one of those things that grew out of.
No, monogamy was absolutely invented. It's a social construct. So I'm asking you again, why was monogamy invented?
Constructed, not invented. Constructed, not invented.
Okay, whatever. Constructed. Why was monogamy constructed?
So
this nigga with the verb.
My understanding of monogamy is that what happened?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm talking about how it came from a biblical sense. That's really where it starts from my understanding in terms of relationships and morality.
No, monogamy was not about morality. No, monogamy was not about morality. Okay. I'll tell you how monogamy started.
Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Monogamy was invented because back in the day, all the kings and all the men who had all of the money and the status and all that other shit and was the popular guys had most of the women. So the guys who were in the community said, fuck this. I'm out of here because we're not getting any of the women. So that fucked up. It destabilized the society, right? So now what happened was they said, okay, we have to create a system so that these losers can get a woman. You understand what I'm saying? So they created monogamy to say,
who created
this
who created
this is what I'm saying. So, yes, they created the situation so that they can have one man to a woman. That's how monogamy happened.
Why would the kings who have all the women create a situation where that happens?
Because the men that were in the villages and the society stopped working. They were like, I'm not fucking doing anything. That's why it happened. So what I'm saying is this goes straight back to the video we were talking, the original video. Is that what happens is that you have
that work,
say it again?
Did that work? Did that work?
Yes, it worked. Yes.
Okay, so you kind of just made the argument from the original standpoint of the utility of monogamy, yes or no?
No, what I'm saying is, what is the difference if the guy is having casual sex? So meaning if the king is having casual sex with the woman and he throws her out the kingdom and say, here, go to this guy, what difference does it make? That's what I'm trying to say, because the king ain't trying to just stay with her.
Okay, I got you. Fundamentally, isn't that really what he's talking about? The same situation that was back in the day. Fundamentally, isn't that really? Are you back in the same boat? Where you
no. You're not understanding. You're not understanding. What he's saying is this.
I understand. You can stop.
No, you're not understanding.
I'm trying to get you to.
What I'm saying. No, what I'm saying is that the casual sex does not have an impact on if a woman is able to have a family with another man. That's what the whole argument was about.
So I got you. So then let me ask you a question in response to that. Do you think that the mentality and the mindset and the frame of mind of viewing casual sex or intimate relationships, however you want to frame it, do you think that mentality condones itself to or lends itself to a society that would be stable, similar to the one that happened after the kings made that law, like a monogamous society? Do you think that, in other words, here, let me ask you this question. Let me reframe it a little bit. Do you think that a mentality that everyone has a mentality about sex being casual or casual sex mentality, do you think that can exist simultaneously with a stable society in terms of relationships and what you talked about, which describes?
Yes, absolutely. It's happening literally right now.
It's happening. That's today's society, sir.
Right. It's happening right now, bro.
You think today's society is stable, but I guess that's maybe where we maybe disagree fundamentally about how stable society is. I think society is a disaster. I think it's a train wreck.
Oh, well, you're a glass half empty type of guy. That's the problem right there.
No, I'm realistic. And I actually work with people, probably a lot more people than you do. I work with relationships, I work with children. So I have a different frame. I'm not saying you guys are wrong. Maybe you're just misinformed or really have a different angle and you're looking at it from...
No, bro, you are misinformed, bro. This is what I'm trying to tell you, man.
Maybe I jumped into the wrong conversation, but when you start looking at society in terms of people in relationships, not in relationships, children, homes, households, communities, we start looking at that. I don't really see really much health in terms of consistency there. That's all I'm coming from.
And whose fault is that? And whose fault is that? And whose fault is that?
Well, fault, or we can attribute it to the mentality and the mindset of how we view or what we look at when it comes to relationships.
Right. So what I'm saying, that's what I'm saying.
We don't.
Whose fault is that?
Or what is the reason for that?
I like to say fault. Yeah. I like to say responsibility in terms of our mentality and our mindset and how we look at it potentially. That's really what it goes back to, and what maybe I was kind of in defense of Peterson's perspective, which was, hey, let's take a different approach maybe, and maybe adopt a different mentality and be responsible for your mentality when it comes to the relationship between sex and relationships. That's it, man. That's all it was.
All right, bro. But we appreciate the call, my brother.
Hey, nah, man. Thank you guys for talking shit this long, man.
I appreciate it.
Hold on, caller. Listen. I want you to subscribe to us and call back on another show, man. It was good talking to you. Seriously.
All right.
No doubt, bro. I'll check your videos out and see if it's a topic, man. I'll stay tuned, bro. Appreciate you guys.
All right, man. Peace.
Yeah, that was long, bro. We had a half on the bitch.
I didn't even know we had shit. It's already 7 o'clock. Okay, we got like 10 more minutes. Let me get to these calls real quick. We're going to speed through this. 678-475 and then 346. 678, what's going on?
Hey, Donny Tumayo, $1.49.
Oh, hey, what's up, man? That's my homie from Instagram Live, I think.
What's going on? What's the question?
My question is that like body count, body count matters and don't matter, right?
It matters and doesn't matter depending on the guy. So if you think it matters, it matters. If you don't think it matters, it don't matter. You understand what I'm saying? It's that simple, my brother.
I'm saying that body count matters and you know about it, but you don't know the body count and they don't matter because you don't know the body count. So you gotta assume that every woman has a body count. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, hey, it's bro. Just I say this: do you, bro? Don't worry about the body counts, and you'll be fine. Appreciate the call, my brother. Let's go to 475. What's going on?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's good?
Hey, and I already donated.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, so that. Yes, sir. First off,
what's good?
First off, what the fuck did that last caller say? Anyway. Anyway, so I came on here to talk. Firstly, I want to say something about Jordan Peterson, but I gotta say something about that last call because that was some real shit right there. I don't think that last caller really understands. First off, it was really interesting because the way he was kind of talking about it, and I don't mean this as an insult, but the way that he was kind of talking about it kind of sounded like how when a girl really feels a type of way about a topic and her mind's set, and you try to talk logic to her about the situation,
right?
And she's in her feelings about the situation, so now she starts creating all these certain different scenarios that don't have shit to do with the topic.
Right.
So we started off talking about Jordan Peterson, and we ended up talking about Pakistan. I don't know where it went, but it was a lot. And what that is that's a lot of emotion, that's a lot of anger, that's a lot of resentment towards women, and him trying to figure it out. And one of the things about Jordan Peterson, I don't like Jordan Peterson a whole lot because of his business model, but his business model is you got a lot of frustrated niggas out there,
right?
And his business model is kind of trying to philosophize and legitimize kind of traditional Western Christian values,
right,
in these guys' mind.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's how he makes a lot of the money that he makes, which is why he says some stuff where it sounds good on face value, but when you really think about it, it's kind of goofy,
right?
It's kind of some goofy shit. But one of the things I'm thinking is, and this, I don't know if this is helpful or not, but see, it's hard for guys who haven't had a girl who really is into them when they're not necessarily into that girl.
Right.
See, when a girl really fucks with you, she'll go on your plan. She'll do whatever she needs to be with you. Which is, I remember one podcast you had said it's really hard to get rid of a girl who loves you. Because really what you could do honestly, and what you really could do honestly is you could go, look, this is how it's gonna be.
Right.
And you give her the choice to either leave or stay. And a lot of times if a girl really is fucking with you, she's gonna stay. And she's gonna just follow what your plan is. And that's why it's kind of a little bit annoying because it's kind of like just go. Right. but she don't go. So I kind of get the feeling he's not really, and I don't mean this as like an insult, but he's not really understanding that like women's happiness, they don't know what their happiness is. It's one thing on Monday, it's one thing on Tuesday,
right?
It's one thing on Wednesday. Their happiness when they're in a relationship is based on what the fuck the nigga says about the relationship.
Facts, exactly.
It's based on what the fuck the nigga says about the relationship. It's not based on their happiness because their happiness is, it's like they're fucking happy on Monday. They look at the clouds are moving. They go, that's a cute cloud, and they're happy all of a sudden.
Right.
And then at 8 o'clock the same day, they're like, I'm fucking I hate you.
Right.
And you're like, what's going on? But see, if you set what happiness is in the relationship, they will also be happy. And see, also, and that's reminding me, he's a little bit wrong just on a sociological level about relationships and families. Like there's a lot of different family types out there in the world.
Right.
There's a lot of different tribes that are stable, and their sexual and marital norms are way different than what's happening in Western society.
Right.
Way different. You got motherfuckers who villages raise kids, not just two people.
Right.
You got, you know, the real issue, the real reason why like society is unstable today has to do with like distribution of resources from people who have them to people who don't have them. And a lot of times people blame, you know, people really, they really feel like they want to blame people's morals and like sexual shit that don't really got to do with morals on how society is today. But really it has to do with people not being able to eat, people not being able to have their shelter, people not being able to live in safe neighborhoods and shit like that.
Right.
That has a lot more to do with instability especially in the Western world and in this country and everywhere than it does to have to do with whether or not a bitch is fucking somebody. Because here's something, there are a lot of people out there who are fucking people on the side and are in stable relationships.
Right.
That take care of their kids, that do their job, and neither spouse is none the wiser to it.
Right.
And I think that's what you were saying when you were saying that's what society is like today. Like it's a lot of just different type of shit going on. So that's all I really want to say is just like, get your hose up.
Right.
Figure it out.
No, I appreciate the call, my brother. I appreciate the call, man. When you was dropping some real shit, man. But appreciate you, my brother. All right, last call, 346, and then we gonna head about it. 346 was popping. Who this?
Locario, let me borrow $1,000.
This nigga.
Get out of here, you damn nigga!
All right, people. So that's pretty much it. Yo, appreciate everybody tuning in, man. Appreciate everybody rocking with us. Make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com to join the Bad Boy membership right now, because I actually just dropped the new program, how to send messages that'll get you laid on online dating apps. That is on there right now. That is the new program on the Bad Boy membership right now. And make sure that you get that shit cracking. Go to badboymembership.com to listen to that today. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you guys get that shit going. Anything else, Miles, you gonna say before we get up out of here?
What's today? Today's Tuesday?
Tuesday, yeah.
Okay, yeah, man. Shout out to Chris Rock did an apology. I think it's on his Instagram, so go check that out.
Chris Rock apologized. Oh yeah, I think I've seen that shit. I'm like, why are you apologizing? Fuck that.
He said that his joke crossed the line, and that wasn't his.
Shit. He should have made more ball jokes. Fuck that. But shout out to everybody, man. Let me stop talking shit about.
Check us out on realgamenotheory.com. Go get some coaching. Yeah, let's,
guys, listen. We want to still do a damn profile show at the end of the month, but y'all not sending in no profile. So listen, y'all need to send profiles to questions for Locario. That's questions 4 Locario at gmail.com. So send in your profiles, your pictures, your profiles, all that other stuff. Send a donation. And then we will do the profile show, and we'll try to make that happen. Probably because we only got tomorrow and Thursday. So for the end of the month. So we'll see. You understand what I'm saying? But if we don't get it, by the end of the month, we'll just do it at in April. You feel what I'm saying? Because we wasn't getting enough profiles this month. So if you guys have any more profiles, you want your profiles to be evaluated, and also with the donation, people, make sure you send a donation. Send it to questionsforlocario@gmail.com with the donation, and we will get to you guys profiles and get that shit cracking. You feel what I'm saying? And make that happen. You feel me? So make sure you send that shit with a donation. All right. So that's pretty much it, guys. We're out of here, and we will holler at y'all later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. And we are gone. We out of here.
When it comes to being a man, it's about being that rock. It's about being stable.
So first, you're going to have to find discipline within yourself. Do you have that type of discipline? Do you even have the heart to be ruthless?
Women need leadership. It is in their nature to seek out leadership.
You know, you can't do it 99 because all that's part of a man. You got to do it 100.
Apparently, these women out here having sex with somebody. Apparently, they're getting pregnant with somebody. Shoot, somebody getting something.
You should look at something like hypergamy and allow it to inspire you to always be evolving, getting better, expanding, developing.
There are things you know, there are things you don't know. Then there are things you don't know you don't even know.
There can be 10 of us in one room, and there's one question, and there's 10 correct answers, all different.